If una really don't prepare and get proper structure in place, you think so una always go to complain where most of the reason where you state about the voter ID card, Ecsl make another option for say, even if somebody not getting voter ID card, it will still able to exercise their right and vote.
I don't think if we not be get structures in place, we're not going to be able to detect all of them things they are.
So this is not for anything.
This is not about complaining. This is about this is not about this is not about complaining. This is about prevention of potential crisis. Now they do so now. And we are a responsible party. That is why we are doing this. You watch your voter ID. Several people not able to identify themselves. During nomination, you know the problems that we'll go through. People they present, those who go for nominate. Some man they present, then card for nominate. Then data they show other side. Say na other side they register. We clearly on the card, it shows say na they register, then get for go back into the back room, try for configure them. So if at this point, at national Naya, would they face them kind difficulties then they and hold on, and we get time for go, we get the liberty for going at the back end, go into the computer and amend them. What will happen on elections day? We will not get that liberty of time. We're not just one day. So these are the issues where we don't see. We don't just sit on the complaint. These are legitimate concerns. What would they bring to the attention of the ECSL?
So why APC concerned into contrary view of a presidential candidate? Because on April this year, we officially go collect a voter ID card. It make it clear say this one better pass the previous one. At least all information and everything they intact. But now we don't see the party they make an objection on this issue on the different view of a presidential candidate.
It's always funny how people they misconstrue statements made by genuine and trustworthy leaders. Dr. Samura Kamara made that statement clearly pointing out in personal information on the card. He was very, very clear that at least my information come accurate this time. They not go put me under Brook fees when I come alone register. He was very, very clear. And it been pinpointed on in personal information. So for let people let them misconstrue that, it's sad. In this country, we tend for politicize real issues. No country not in the world. The whole essence of identity. Now I made them call an identity card. Now for let them able they come. The whole essence of identity. Then call an identity card for make them able identify you. But if you present card, you face black, come on, no country not in the world we go accept them kind card and they as
but Ecsl no country take the responsibility. Say yes, there is an error, but they make another option.
So does that mean we not for raise concern?
So why at this time all of a sudden we get 35 more days?
I don't tell you. I don't
Is it that they go back?
I don't tell you repeatedly. Say not to today. We begin raise concern.
All right, so we continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We still get the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC Party winner Sidi at Tunis. And the program this morning, it on they talk about how the party they prepare for go into the polls June 24th this year. And self we talk about some concern them where the party get tired of the polls. Now let we come to one significant issue where people don't they see they happen recently now on a party. Now the issue of senior member them, they defect from the All People's Congress Party, they join the ruling SLPP party. And self to the extent people away for the potential councillor, member of parliament, them where the party don't put their name na the list where then send na the Electoral Commission for Salon, then they write a letter and say they don't want for the na the list again from the All People's Congress. And all of them defection here from senior party members, them the likes of the former Vice President Victor Fo, Alpha Khan and others. How the APC plan for go into these elections if at the eve of the elections when they get defection of una members them where they go then you member back now other party?
Well, thank you very much. I go answer that question in many ways. In the first place, I mean, in political dispensation, you always get people who go get different minds, different agenda, and, different ways where they go do things. How people, they defect, they left the APC, and so people, they come. And we are very much appreciative of people where they come, because it shows within opposition, they come because they feel say they go kind enjoy green and pasture. So then they come with genuine, intentions. And we don't see that they happen, especially in the southeast. Just recently, we give one lady symbol and Pujon. Just that day, over 200 women declared. But you know what? That declaration now, those people are being intimidated. As I speak, these female candidates don't get mine go now in village, now Foindu, Pujon district, because people are being beaten, acid pour by them. As I speak, over 12 of them they are cell and bow, where 4 of them are women, and one part the women then are lactating mother, breastfeeding mother. Then they did 8 days. Now only yesterday they get their first bath. With they subject women them to then kind maltreatment, and now they say women for participate by politics. And some of us have been raising this concern. We say they participate, and when they come up, we're not able to protect them. We subject them to intimidation, we subject them to harassment. As I speak, Massa Bakanya Rogers not get mine go back and begin campaign, because she's been harassed, she's been chased, her supporters have been chased. So we have people coming in. Altopias from NGC, where you can't declare now APC, bring 410 people. A good number of them were executive members of the NGC. So we have quality people coming in. Now, for Victor Foe, Alpha Khan, this is what I'll say. Victor Foe specifically, for me as a Southeasterner, and for SLPP, we always they say APC not like Southeasterners, I sit back and say that they show clearly the opportunities and how embracing APC don't be to everybody across this district. Here is a Southeasterner. We rise to all kind position at the APC, to a point of vice president. And a good number of others, then we don't defect with them. They rose to ministers. I go like for see SLPP make Moejoe Kaikai minister. SLPP make Sengu Kroma minister. SLPP make Daniel Gaima minister. SLPP make Victor Foe vice president. I go like for see that. Let them really show Mende people and say they care about Mendes, like how the APC don't do. So for me, I see it that way. And it also shows that APC is very serious when it comes to transparency and the fight against corruption, misconduct. Some of them people, then we see how they end. You understand, when you have a situation, which side the party give you position of trust. Now this country, for serve the people of this country, you aspire for even be presidential candidate for the party. And then when you defect, you can't and sit down before the people of this country say, you know, ever walk away the APC. All you did now be for thief, and eat money. So APC was never wrong then for make them not make you the presidential candidate. APC was never wrong then if they take any action against you because of corruption. You don't say now to the people of this country that the APC was right. So for me, I am relieved as a Southeasterner. For people where they go and give APC bad name, say they don't give Southeasterners the opportunity. So it means that for your misconduct maybe, and because you not go with the aspiration of the party, now it makes until you not get to where you want to forget. That is one. For Alpha Khan, I always don't say, and the APC don't say, that the worst of APC is far better than the best of SLPP.
So why you say
and
that?
And that exactly SLPP don't exhibit with the likes of Alpha Khan. Here we are. Alpha Khan was with the APC throughout the Aneskroma rule. And he never hold less position. He served now this seat where also today. National Publicity Secretary of the party. He became Minister of Information. He became Minister of Mines. He was special advisor to the president. He was spokesman for the president, and so every decision where that government make under President Ernest Bai Koroma, every decision where the party make, he was part of it. And the SLPP, when they come in 2018, APC not good for Salon, APC this, APC that, APC don't thief all the country. And here they are, spending millions for celebrate Alpha Khan defecting. So here they are. They don't only spend millions, they don't put aside all of them PhD holders, all of them, and this worst of APC where them propagate. He is the one now championing their PR. He is the one in front of their campaign talking. So it tells the people of Sierra Leone that all this noise where SLPP they make about APC not good, now farce and hypocrisy.
So Sidi, in line candidates them where they withdraw them candidates in now they already send their name for BMP them in a different constituency.
I'm not aware of that.
Kono?
I'm not aware of that.
Kono na one place.
Kono we filled in candidature all side.
We later pull letter say they withdraw.
Kono we filled in candidature all side. If anything happen na Kono in that light, I go tell you say it is not something that would negatively affect the APC. We filled in candidates everywhere, and with the filling, they all nominate. You understand, Khadija? So these are the give the confidence to we people across this country. That is why we APC, all of the things we they don't say, we are prepared, we are ready. And that is why we they emphasize on level playing field. That is why we they emphasize on making sure that the institutions were responsible for ensuring we get free, fair, credible elections, then do them part. And the way where the law say they for do, and the way where we all go see clear credibility, get trust in the process, so that at the end of the day, the will of the people will be reflected. We know we are in a good position for win this election, and we know say we will win this election.
So Sidi, in line with the issue of credibility and fair process, now one way don't so much emphasize on relating to ECSL the work. So far, is it that APC don't identify any area of non-credibility and open process? I mean, from the stage where ECSL don't start to now, in terms of the different stages where all political parties for go through.
We are partners in this business.
So we don't identify any area on a thing.
We don't identify many challenges. We don't identify many challenges.
Those one
we don't communicate to the ECSL. We don't identify the challenges we will get from the registration process with the first-time voters. Okay, so if you go, for example, for register, somebody tell you, we clearly they don't list all of the different documentation that we can carry as a first-time voter, because we be don't register, we know na verification. They say birth certificate, affidavits, sworn affidavits from a councillor or this person, you chief or an elder in the community. If you go to a point where somebody now goes, sit down say, oh, this birth certificate not correct because it's yellow, this other one not correct because it's green, this not correct because it's blue. So right there, problem don't start first. So those then kind of issues, and they come up a lot. But we manage, we go, discussions and all, we go through. And then we don't care now, okay, you go nominate. Okay, your data not come up correctly. This not happen correctly. The system will go to make. So there are issues they are all within the race. So we now they sit down and say, okay, so what if election day, I go vote. Somebody neck officer hold me card. Oh no, this you face not show final, it's not clear, this, that. How we go do? The only way, if we don't get the voters register now, We don't see clearly say, okay, for center number 145, this, that. Now this amount of people registered in this district and this constituency. We know, we go do with deployment, we go down begin for do verification process. So on the elections day, we able for let the process go smooth. So all of them risk then they, when we identify them, then concerns then they that make we erase them.
But Ecsl prepare a complaint mechanism. Also, all political party representative then they are una don they ensure say all meetings and other engagements where they call on a representative show up for make sure so una channel only concerning how we the APC party
PPLC Political Parties Liaison Commission. Me we Sidoya, I'm one of the people that they attend on behalf of the APC. We raise these issues. PPLC always get agenda items who they discuss. So it is not in every meeting you get for raise issue on them kind thing they are. Of course, we don't raise them. They plenty. That is not to say we don't having. We have. I don't tell you say for let we come now this stage, we don't pass through plenty. That make we don't reach Usa so. Because for us representing the people, when they come to that point where we serve the can out to the people for make we get them involved, where we serve the can out to other important stakeholders for get them involved, because sometimes we own voice no matter to Ecsl, but if other stakeholders or if the people themselves can, so they go here read them.
All right, Mr. Tunis, let's bring you back to the issue of preparedness. We make now that you there for on a party, the APC, now the immediate past government we come out in 2018. And during the elections, a lot of issues be there at play. A lot of allegations of our government for mismanagement, corruption, a lot of things them way the ruling government now be the campaign against una say una not be they do right. And now, these 2023 elections, now one way Boku citizens say it gets for be about issues. Waiting the party then they present to them in a form of manifesto. For the APC, up till now, but 36 days to the elections, on our candidates not able to come it and face salon people and say, these are my thematic areas. If you want to vote for me, now you are the focus. For the APC in terms of issues, waiting there for be on main priority. Okay,
so first of all, we manifesto the command very soon. In fact, as I speak, we as a party, we preparation now for the launch of we manifesto. Say political campaign and process. Manifesto launching is a big campaign event. So we always care for ensure say we stay within the provisions of the elections calendar. We not beat ground. When Ecsl declare the campaign calendar, these are all things where they form part of the campaign. You go you go see the presidential candidates could now make frequent media appearances. 98.1 will ever be prepared for host time. Frequent media appearances where they hammer home. But just for you, I always, if you listen the interviews from a presidential candidate, you go know say it organize himself and in manifesto in stages. Again, priorities when are short-term priorities, when are things that we will need for pay attention to immediately. One, for example, I don't emphasize the fact that we need for unite and bring this country together, because we cannot make any move if we all not work together as a nation in cohesion and unity. Two, we get for quickly pay attention to the economy, especially the rise in prices of basic commodities. It's just unacceptable, the rate at which we see prices of commodities like rice, sugar, salt, pepper, things that we get for do with the day-to-day living of the people of this country. It's just unacceptable for make them they go up in an astronomical way, and we not see the government seem for they do anything about it. So we they pay focus on that. We get for pay attention to the foreign exchange. The leon as against the dollar, how we go quickly stabilize, the foreign exchange so that we go stop for see the dollar they go up. Now it's 2,350,000.
Okay,
from 2-3 days ago, it was 2,300,000. So we see every 2-3 days they add. So these are the immediate areas we don't now see. When we come in 2007, for example, we were the darkest city. We say we go restore electricity in 100 days, and we did. Now we don't see electricity self, we don't get issue with them. So them basic things then they improve on the lives of the people. Now we immediate focus.
Continue for the week. In case you just tune in and listen to the program Good Morning Salon. That's now Sidi at Tunis in the publicity sector for the APC party, where they talk about the party in preparedness and other concern them where they get on the different electoral process them where Ecsl in charge of. Sidi at Tunis, National Publicity Secretary for the APC party, we don't they raise concern but the different electoral process them where they get concerned about and how well the APC party don't prepare for the next election. Sidi, we they talk about una manifesto way so una go launch soon, and also the engagement way Dr. Samuel Kamara don't do in terms of the message them where it don't they give. And you say it don't they talk about unity, they talk about I go quickly address the challenges on the economy. But we look on the area of unity and oneness. Another view go they say the utterances of Dr. Samuel Kamara is totally different from what you they say. For example, it talk about say any engagement recently for say Kono not important. You think say that is speak in line with better national cohesion?
Kono, Dr. Samra not ever say Kono not important.
But the video they really attest
I go challenge anybody. Let's show the video.
Look the video. They wait till you.
What Dr. Samra said now that no district not important past the other.
But
every district equally important ram, and as president in work now for care for every district, every corner of this country. That has been his emphasis. He not say Konono important. It is unfortunate, like I said earlier, that people always they try for tweak and misconstrue leaders their statement. He was very specific in saying that no one district not important past the other. So as president, it reach out to every district as a candidate, it reach out to every district, every corner of this country, and it look forward for work with every citizen, no matter which district you come out, which part of this country you come out. Dr. Samra Kamara is for you, and you are for Dr. Samra Kamara.
So what you go say about the other utterances or message with Dr. Samra Kamara give on the engagement where it do inside international trip them for say if they vote for this administration, I mean them as in we go continue for destroy this country. Those were utterances where it talk. Look the video.
Which international engagement?
So engagement
show this video.
Okay, look the video them.
Me na the
so
national,
you not see them video them anyway.
National publicity.
You not see them?
No international engagement with Dr. Samra Kamara say if they not vote for him.
So you all why them play this one and you watch and listen now.
When I get for understand when people make and no political party in a right mind, if troubles around, credibility not they, trust issues then they process go through. Anyway, we will no say no fear, go just go accept that kind way they. So right. Will not misconstrue people in statement. He is very straight, very clear all the time, and very simple term they put in messages across. Doc is a very calm and calculated person. We like this country, we don't serve this country in all capacities we can imagine for over 40 years. It don't contribute to building this country in many ways across the board. So he's not that kind of person we go come for can say, oh, if you not vote for me, I go render. He don't be in opposition for 5 years, right, regardless of all of the suspicions will be surround the result. And he's been here, still working with the people in peace and quiet. Right, but always they don't push in party for 5 good years. In all kinds of way, he has kept his people peaceful, and we'll continue in that light.
All right, quick one before we end this interview. On a presidential candidate in all in international interviews where grants na the BBC, the VOA, once you've been consistent, now that him strongly believes say if they pull President Bill on the first ballot, these elections not get forget no runoff. Waiting at this thing where Dr. Samura get for present to Salone people? We go make them see the APC as an alternative to the ruling government now?
Khadija, in 2018, now false promises now we get under this administration. Rest 200,000, then say there. So which means if they be supposed for put on below 200,000. Today, rice is 700,000. 500,000 more than outside the meter where they say there. Right? Petrol, the meter 4,500. They can't say there. So they be supposed for put on below that. Today, petrol is 21,500. We don't affect every other aspect of the people in life in this country. Then come with the free health care. We don't do quite some good job for rebuild with healthcare system. They say, oh, this is not the work. And where we can, we go do and better. Today, most of the hospitals, they don't even get BP machines. Let alone you talk about, continuous supply of electricity. We see field in our hospitals, and where the doctors then talk, then kick them out. So we then don't tell when I say, then come with the new direction. And we don't clearly see the new direction not work for we. And that is why we are saying to the people, we don't come with the right direction. We don't tell when exactly what they do differently. They messed the country up before. We come in 2007, we fixed it. They don't mess them for one again. We go fix them back. So and everybody go be happy again. And that is why we are saying we are the right direction. You vote Samora Kamara, you save Mama Salone.